I'm getting my everything set up, and I had it sitting one way and then I moved it. So now it's all like discombobulated. So thanks for your patience while I'm all of a sudden moving everything around, giving everything a wobble. So as you notice, I'm not at the hub. I'm not at the Promise Resource Network in the physical because the hub is closed today, this week actually, for something that I cannot remember. So I get to be here, and I'm hoping that I'm hoping that everybody remembered that the hub was closed today, and it'll also be closed tomorrow and Thursday. I think all the classes and everything will resume next week. So I'm going to give everyone a moment to tune in because this is way more fun than me just talking at you. So as you hop on, please say hey. This is live because the hub is closed today. So I'm hoping that everybody hey, good morning. I'm hoping that everybody that would have joined in the real life physical at the hub will tune in here so that we can connect a little bit. So I'll give people a moment to tune in, and we'll just kind of play this by ear. So this is Body, Mind, Spirit, and we get to talk about whatever we want. So I have my own little personal ideas, but I'm curious how your body's feeling. How's your body feeling? I want to know. Because while you tell me how your body's feeling, my body is feeling it today. It is not feeling the happiest. I'm so grateful that I have this body, but like my neck, I did something. I don't know if it was in the garden yesterday because I was like using a pitchfork and trying to do things and I dry brush. So I'll tell you about that. But I was dry brushing this morning and I was like, I did a thing and I was like, ouch. But now I can't tell if it's like my shoulder, my traps, my neck. I don't know. Feeling sluggish. Me too. I went to bed at like 9:30 last night and woke up at 7. That's a long time to be asleep. Like, it really is. So we can be sluggish. And speaking of, not even a little bit, I was going to do this in another room, but the sound was very loud for the background sound was loud because they're cutting a tree down across the street from my house. I live in a neighborhood that's literally named after the abundance of trees in it. And I don't like it when they tear down trees just because they're old. Like, I get it if they're dangerous, or the house is in danger. Like, I get it. And there, ugh. And so then it made me think about trees and how they don't really, that we think that they don't bend very much, right? They're like, I'm a tree. But they have a sway to it, right? Like, trees are made to bend, and our bodies are the same, right? Like, our bodies are made to move. And they're made to like move in all these different ways. And something that I want to share that hopefully will be of service to your body is a practice that I do. And it's super accessible. So if you have a body and your head is still attached, you can probably do this. So I invite you to like get in a comfortable seated place wherever you are. Just in a chair, wherever is perfect. You can do this standing. You can't do it while you're driving. Can't do it while you're walking. So wherever you are, just kind of pause, please, and do this with me so I'm not the only one. And this practice, not only is it really good for the body, I'll tell you why, because I think it's super amazing. So it's a neck exercise. And, we have spinal fluid, right? And it goes up. And then when it gets around this area at our occipital bone, it can sometimes, I guess, like get resistant on flowing all the way up. And when it has resistance flowing all the way up, through the back of our head and in our brain space, if you will. We don't think as clearly. We don't have as much energy. We can feel more agitated, feel more physical discomfort. And I like to feel peaceful. I like to feel calm. I like to feel easeful in my body. So this practice helps to get the spinal fluid up through the cervical spine, up in this area. Another thing that it does is there's a breathing pattern with it. And this breathing pattern slows down and calms the nervous system. Bonus, whenever we can calm our nervous system, we are running in a more attuned vessel for real. If my nervous system is activated and I'm in my sympathetic nervous system and I'm in fight or flight, and what do I do? And I don't know what to do, and freak out mode in my head, then I am more likely to do things that aren't of service to my body. I'm more likely to do harmful things to myself or others. I'm more likely to make decisions that aren't too clear-headed. So the breathing technique that goes with this will calm the nervous system. When our nervous system's calm, then our blood pressure kind of evens out. We start to produce endorphins that our body really likes. We can produce things like dopamine and like serotonin and just all of these really delicious hormones and properties that our body is designed to make just for us to feel better. So it'll help the spinal fluid. It'll help to balance our nervous system. It will increase our feel-good hormones that our body does naturally make. And it is very meditative for me, and it feels really good. So I'm hoping that you're open to doing this with me. So thanks in advance. So wherever you are, if you have a head on your body, you can do this. If you are headless, this is not possible, and don't watch any further. I know you all have heads. So everything that I'm going to guide us through is a suggestion. Like if something feels uncomfortable, listen to your body, like take care of you, please. You know your limitations and where you can go further. I don't. So we're going to do this neck movement practice. I'm excited. It's very meditative. So, I told you how it affected the body. Because of all those things that it does for the body, it lets the mind calm down. So yay, that's the mind. And then the spiritual aspect, because it can be meditative. So it's amazing. Okay, anyway. So let's just take a couple deep breaths together, please. So breathe in big and full. And exhale through your mouth. Do a couple more. Breathe in really big and full. And exhale through the mouth. Make a sound. There's a reason for it, I promise. Breathe in big and full. And exhale. Okay. We're here. We're as here as we're going to be. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay. So as you're sitting, wherever you are, let your shoulders become really heavy, and imagine there's a magnet on the top of your head, and it's pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling, up toward the sky. Your breath is going to be peaceful and calm and steady and intentional in and out of your nose. So just sitting here as we are, just breathing in. Y'all ready for this? It's really simple, I promise, but if you stick with me, you're going to love it. Hopefully, it's the intention. Okay. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, let your left ear go toward your left shoulder. Yep. That's it. So you're going to keep breathing in and out of your nose steadily. The left ear is relaxing and pulling like a magnet to your left shoulder. Let the left shoulder stay heavy and dropped down. You can take your right hand if you want and let it drop to the side of you, which will give a little bit more of a pull down on your right shoulder, which will get more length in the right side of your neck. So you'll probably feel an opening up of the right muscle here on your neck. And you're not going to do anything. It's not a struggle. It's just breathing. Imagine the right shoulder continuing to drop down further and further toward the earth, almost as if you have a little weight in your hand or on your wrist that's pulling your right arm down toward the floor. The left shoulder, again, is away from the ear. It's pulling down. You're not lifting the shoulder up to get the ear to it. Rather, both shoulders are going to be down. And you're breathing in and out of your nose. Very slow, deep breaths. We're going to be here for a little bit longer, so it's not a struggle. It's just letting the neck open up. We hold so much tension in our neck. And when we look at the spiritual meanings of this, there are often times when we don't necessarily speak our truth. We hold it in. And it creates tension in the muscular structure of the neck, as well as in the internal structures of the throat and the thyroid. So allowing yourself to be with your breath here. Be steady. We're almost done with this side. An inhale through the nose is what's going to lift your head up. So breathe in and slowly come up to center. None of these movements are fast, y'all. Do not be fast at any of these, okay? So just kind of recalibrate yourself. Let both shoulders be heavy. Let the top of your head pull up like a magnet to the ceiling. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale the right ear toward the right shoulder. Let the left shoulder be heavy. Let the right shoulder be heavy. Now, you may notice that one side felt different than the other. Maybe you're like me, and this is the side that my right side is really uncomfortable right now. So I'm not making my body do anything different. I'm just going to where the discomfort is and just letting my body be where it is. But both shoulders are heavy. The right ear is just dropping like a heavy little weight toward the right shoulder. Both arms are down beside you. They're not in front of you. They're not crossed in front of your lap. If you're standing, the left hand will pull down, reach down toward the floor. And if you want, you can use your imagination and imagine the muscles in your neck just loosening up very gently, like a slow stretch. The breath is really slow in and out of the nose. I don't know if y'all can hear all that sound from where they're cutting that tree down across the street from me. It's so weird. It's a sound that just really, it bothers me. Like, it's just, I mean, yeah, like it's an annoying sound, of course, but the knowing of what's happening with that sound makes it very unpleasant for me. I don't like it, but that's okay. Hopefully it's not too loud on your end. But just keep breathing in and out of your nose. We're almost complete with this side. Imagine that left shoulder being pressed down. While we're here, just take a big breath in and let it out of your mouth. Letting this area open up a little bit more. The next inhale through the nose will gently lift the head, breathing in and righting the head. Whoa, it feels so weird. And just sit here for just a second. Just that's all you got to do is just sit here. It's pretty easy, y'all. Okay. If at any point after any of these exercises, you might feel called to open up your mouth and open up your jaw just a little bit, because all of these muscles that we're moving attach to the entire jaw. So if you've ever had a stressful life and you maybe have a lot of tension in your jaws, these muscles, as they loosen, will help to relieve tension in the jaw. So just a heads up on that. Okay, so let's see, what other direction do we want to? We're going to do a few directions. I'm just thinking about which one I want to do first. Okay, we went to the left first. Okay, so take your left hand and place it over the right side of your chest. So it's almost like where your heart is, but on the right hand side. So big full hand. And what we're going to do, I'll show you first before you do it. The chin is going to tilt up and over to the left. So what we're doing is stretching this right front quadrant of the throat. Okay. And the hand is going to be what gives a little bit of assistance for that stretch to occur. So take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale, lifting the chin up as you exhale, and just tilt your chin slightly to the left. And the left hand is going to press onto the chest. Keep breathing in and out of your nose. And let the front right space of your neck begin to open up. We hold our heads down quite a bit, looking at telephones and screens. Let this area open up, taking the right hand and making sure that it is sitting or resting directly to the side of you. If you're standing, this hand can reach down toward the floor. Let both shoulders be soft and heavy. Sometimes we want to open our mouth a little bit. An invitation is to keep the mouth closed and breathe in and out of the nose. And you might notice that your head is only going to go so far. And you might notice that the more you hold this and the more you breathe deep and full, that you get a little bit more space in the front right area of your throat. You might feel this in your inner ear, because all these muscles attach. On your next breath in, bring your head up slowly and remove the hand. Just sit here for a second. Boop, 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 boop. I do that. I open my mouth, move the jaw. Okay. Take the right hand, place it over the left, the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, chin up, and tilt your head to the right. So you will feel this in the left front area of your throat. This is where whatever is happening on my right side shoulder situation is giving me middle fingers right now. So I can't tilt this side up as much as I would like, but that's okay. I'm just going to breathe through it. So wherever you are, just breathe through it. In and out of your nose. Letting the right hand press onto the chest, giving extra assistance. Let both shoulders be heavy. Let the left arm be heavy. I said that you might feel this in your inner ear. Everything is connected in our bodies, right? It's not like our arm is not actually attached to our leg. It is, but it's connected through the bridge that we call the torso, right? So if I have, say, I don't know, tight hips, tight hamstrings, that I might feel this even more than maybe someone else, because everything is connected. The way it feels on the inner ear, if we do this, we can actually open up and hear better if we open up these muscles on the neck, in the neck. So keep breathing big and full in and out of your nose. Let that front of the throat open up. I keep thinking of the words, chin up, buttercup. Keeping the mouth closed if you can. On your next inhale, we'll come back up to center. Exhale, release the hand. And just kind of sit here for a second. Let both shoulders be heavy. Let it feel like a magnet's on the top of your head pulling up toward the ceiling. If you want to open your jaw, just give it a little movement. Y'all ready for the next one? Thanks for doing this with me. Okay. So this next one, our forehead's going to aim down and then off to the right. Okay. And what that'll do is you'll feel that in the back, upper back shoulder area. Okay. So take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, chin down and off to the left a little bit. Again, both shoulders are heavy and hanging low. The eye gaze is down because if you look up, then you actually start to engage all the muscles in the back of the head that you're trying to release. You might yawn. It's because you're getting extra oxygen and moving energy through the upper cervical parts of your spine. Now, if you would like assistance on this one, you can take your left hand and place it gently on the back of your head, and keeping the right shoulder and the left shoulder drop down. You can give your head just a little pull, and you might feel that a little bit more. You may not need to do this. But keep breathing in big and full, in and out of your nose. Allow all the tension that you've been carrying around melt off of your shoulders, down your right arm, through your fingertips, and onto the earth. Keep breathing big and full. I love to do these movements. If I'm honest with myself, I would love to do them for an extended amount of time every day, but I don't. Hey, good morning, Todd. Doing some neck movements. They're meditative. They help to open up our ears, our throat, and our third eye. On your next breath in, just release the hand. And then on your next breath in, lift your head up super slowly, back up to center. And just breathe. Just breathe. We'll go the other way. So let the shoulders be heavy. If you want, you can roll your shoulders up, back, and down if you kind of want to recalibrate them. Need to move my feet. Okay. So we're just going to go the other way. So take a big breath in. Exhale, chin drops. And then shift your head over to the right. Couldn't think of the word. Like shift, move, wobble. Wobble your head to the right. So the chin is tucked, the eye gaze is down. Let both hands rest to your sides and let both shoulders be heavy. If you can, let the eye gaze be down because, like I said, if your eye gaze is up, you're actually activating those muscles in the back of the neck as opposed to letting them release. If you find yourself yawning, that's awesome. It means that 1, you're relaxed, 2, you're giving yourself more oxygen, and 3, there's stuck emotions and energy in our neck. So if we release them, the oxygen helps to move that along. Now, if you want, you can take your right hand and place it on the back of your head. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you can give yourself this gentle assist. So this is to open up the back left quadrant of the neck, as well as open up the traps and possibly even the scalenes through the shoulders. If you ever carried a bag in your life, a backpack, a purse, if you've been someone to carry stuff around, maybe you lug stuff in a lot, maybe you lift weights, maybe you do a lot of push-ups, maybe you do a lot of yoga, kickboxing, maybe you stand on your arms, your hands a lot. Either way, everybody can use these. These neck stretches are legit, y'all. They really are. Keep breathing big and full through your nose. I really do love these so much. On your next breath in, just release the hand. And then your next full breath in through the nose, just gently, slowly lift your head up. Let the shoulders be heavy. Let the head be drawn up to the ceiling like a magnet. Open up your jaw just for a second. Okay. Now this one, I'm saving my favorite for last. So the next one is just looking down, and you can take your hands and interlace them and place them on the back of your head and give them a little support. So if you take a breath in, exhale, let the shoulders drop, look down, and gently press on the back of your head. And you don't have to use your hands at all. You can do this without any hands. Just let the shoulders drop down. You don't want your shoulders up because you're hurting yourself. You've done enough of that already. So just continue to look down with your eyes. Let your chin be tucked. You might feel this in the back of your neck, the back of your head. Sometimes I'll hear a ringing in my ears when I do some of these stretches. They don't last, it goes away. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. On your next breath in, gently bring the head back up and breathe out. Okay, this last one, I can't talk much while we do it. And you might see up my nose. I'm just giving you a heads up. But I'm going to walk you through it. It is going... It really moves a lot of energy for me. So it opens up the whole front of the throat. Again, we look down at most everything. We look down at our phones. We look down at our feet. So just looking up is a whole different muscular activation. But stretching and looking up totally, it stretches this out, and it also helps to open up the heart because all the muscles are attached. So it helps to open up the heart, open up the throat, open up the jaws and the inner ears. So this stretch is amazing. If your mouth is open, it doesn't it doesn't get all the muscles that it could. So my invitation is to keep your mouth closed, and you'll most likely feel where it stretches this part, the right underneath the jaw. You might feel it in your inner ear, and you might feel it all up in this space. So what works really well for me is, and I'll be talking a little bit, but not a lot, but so it'll just sound funny. But this is a really great opener, not just for all the muscles and for the nervous system and all that stuff, but energetically and spiritually speaking, there are many times when we haven't listened to ourselves, when we haven't spoken the truth, where we've just spoken some lies. Maybe we spoke some really ugly things, ugly truths. So if you imagine all of the words ever misspoken, misunderstood, and not heard, maybe all of that energy just being washed away with every breath that you take. So maybe every breath in goes down to your heart, and it moves with so much love and forgiveness and acceptance. And every breath out takes that energy from the heart and washes through the throat and out of your face. Okay, so take your hands and interlace them and place them right there in the center of your chest. So you're gonna take a big breath in through the nose, exhale, and just look up. Chin up, Buttercup. Press onto the chest. Let the shoulders be heavy. And just let the eye gaze look up and feel the opening in the front of your throat. Every breath in is an awareness for every word misspoken. Moving through the heart, forgiving those words that you created that were maybe harmful or hurtful to someone else or yourself. And letting them, that energy of forgiveness, move through your throat and out. Every breath in is a deeper understanding. Every breath out is a deeper sense of acceptance. So just keep breathing in and out of your nose. Let the chin be lifted. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Keep breathing deeply. We're almost there. Keeping the mouth closed. Breathing into the heart and out of the heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. On your next breath in through the nose, gently bring your head up. Release the hands down. And just let the shoulders be heavy. Let the head be pulling up toward the ceiling like a magnet. Let the eye gaze be straight forward. Open the jaw if you want to release that. If you want, you can take your head and just look to the left. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop for me. Come back to center and turn your head to the right. Come back to center. If you want to move it around a little bit more, just kind of all the movements that we did, just kind of back and forth. If you want to do, we can do this if you want. See how this feels. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, don't. We're just going to do 2 or 3 neck rolls in each direction. So the right ear goes to the right shoulder, dropping the head down. That's your exhale. Breathing in as your head comes up. Making a big circle. Breathing out as the head goes down. Breathing in. Breathing out as the head goes down. Breathing in as the head comes back up to center. We're just going to switch directions. So left ear to left shoulder, head goes forward. Breathe in as the right shoulder makes its way and you look up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. One more. Inhaling up in the nose. And exhaling down through the nose. And coming back up to center. And just take a big breath in through the nose. And sigh it out of your mouth. Like a big sigh, okay? Just like big, let it go. We're going to do that again. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One more. There's a reason for it. I'll tell you in a second. Breathe in big and full through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Okay. When we breathe in through the nose like that, it's very centering in the mind. When we breathe out through the mouth like that, it helps us to feel safer in the body. The body then feels like, oh, okay, I'm safe. So there's a reason why I do the breaths the way I do. So I'm curious, those of you that just did that, how do you feel? Like, for me, please, like, tell me, you feel better? Does your neck feel better? Does your mind feel better? What feels better, Todd? I'm curious. Because for me, like, I get more range of motion. I didn't realize that I was not really moving my neck so much because of whatever. And I get in this like, wow, and also feel oxygenated because y'all, we just breathed for like 30 minutes. Yeah, ish. 25, 30 minutes. We just breathed intentionally. That's why I really like some of these slow practices where it's like a slow practice, but focus on your breath. You know, I've done a lot of running and fast practices where the breath is faster, but so Mama Jane's here. She says you bet much better. What feels better for you? I'm curious. Todd says his neck and lungs feel better. Yeah, my lungs feel better too. Yeah, I didn't even notice into that until you said that. Thanks for sharing that reflection. Yeah, I forget, like, you know, oftentimes like we're on our phones, right? And we're looking down. We don't even realize necessarily how much we look down until we look up, and it's like, whoa, I haven't done that in a while. I could feel that right here. And the longer I did it, I was like, whoa, your neck feels better. Yay. Awesome. So if you want, here's one more and then I'll let y'all go. So if you take your fingers where your jaws are, and this isn't a big pressure, but just find where the jaws open and close. Or like a divot. Yeah, right there. And just gently give it a massage. And thank your jaws. Like, thanks, jaws. It's nothing hard, nothing forceful. It's just massaging this connection point, this attachment, where all those muscles in the neck, so many of them attach here. A lot of them attach around the ear, the occipital bone, the ridge on the back of the head. Just another second or 20, whatever. Okay. Just go up. And just take another breath in. Nice. That's what I wanted to share. That's what I wanted to share today for Body, Mind, Spirit. Because, I don't know, like Todd said, you know, his lungs feel better. If my lungs feel better, then I can take deeper breaths. If I can take deeper breaths, that's more connection that I have to my life force energy and to spirit, right? Spirit, inspiration, inspire, they all are derived from the same word. It's all the same thing. It's all the breath. So thanks for doing that with me, y'all. So I will leave you with that. Drink a lot of water. That was a lot of energy movement and a lot of muscle movement. One other thing to just kind of help keep that open, other than doing this over and over again every day, like you all can replay this every day and do this exercise. But what works really well also is if you take your shoulders and you roll them up, back, and down, and that opens up the front and it helps the back muscles be engaged, which helps the neck hold up. So, oh, thank you. Awesome. I appreciate y'all for being here. Enjoy this day. Enjoy the sunshine if it's sunny. Enjoy the air because we got that. And I will see you back here on Thursday at 10 for expansions. Please tune in, tell your friends, because the hub will still be closed this week, but I'll be back in person next week. So I'll be here live again on Thursday at 10 a.m. I don't know what we'll talk about, but I think it'll be fun. So anyway, I love y'all so much. I will see you soon. Take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, bye. Peace.